Plateau killings, insecurity has gone beyond control in Nigeria, Bode George says. Avi? Of course, insecurity has gone beyond control for a very long time ago, not now. So even if Bode George is saying it, he's just trying to reiterate what people know. Insecurity has gotten out of hand already in Nigeria, because already the security agencies and security outfits have been infiltrated and compromised seriously. You can imagine Buhari's administration that was recruiting and integrating repentant Boko Haram into the military. What do you get? A chieftain of the People Democratic Party, PDP, Chief Bode George, has expressed worry over the security situation in the country, saying that it has gone beyond control. George stated this in an interview on Channels TV Politics Today on Friday, and according to him, the situation of the country at the moment has gone beyond playing politics, adding that President Bola Tinubu has a lot of work to do and Nigerians are ready to give him time. And you go give him time. He said the state of our nation has been completely in a shambolic situation. It is perpetual despair and despondency. There is hunger in the land and there is anger in the land. The insecurity has gone beyond control. So when you look at all those things, we are all Nigerians, and I listened to his New Year speech, like Tinubu's New Year speech, and I also listened to what Chief Oshoba said. This is not the time to play politics. It is our nation. Tinubu has a hell of job to do, and I have listened to him. He has these 8 objectives for the year: national defense, internal security, and job creation. The man who left, who was my Oga, did a woeful job. That was Buhari, and he did not do well at all. They belong to the same party. So we all Nigerians will give him a chance. Let us see how he is going to handle it. Bola Tinubu, God will guide him. He is in the hottest seat in the whole of Africa today, because for every 10 Africans, 6 are Nigerians. Brilliant people. So nobody can pull any wool over our eyes. I pray for him and I pray for our country. Okay, was an old man. What else do you have to say? George urged President Tinubu to stem the ugly development with the use of modern technology. He said, you need equipment, you need surveillance. The technology available now was not available at our time. So it will be a combination of modern technology, put cameras all over like they do here in England. You don't have to be physically there. You monitor from your control room things that are happening. The elder statesman also reiterated calls for state police, saying that much powers are concentrated on the shoulders of the Inspector General of Police. Exactly. State police. We need state police. They wouldn't want it, because if you have state police and make them a bit autonomous, then they will no criminal will come into any state and go away. They will fish them out in the same day. Bangam, that is it. It's just quite an unfortunate thing that when you talk about state police in Nigeria, they don't want it. But that is actually the solution to the situation we are in right now. He said, we need every state to have its own police on the ground, whatever it is going to cost us, because police work is a communal work. It means you will employ people from that community to do the police work. So according to him, the president does not have to do these things within 1 year, but he must start from somewhere so that the people will see that he is doing something about the security bedevailing the nation. So what Bode George is advocating now is state police. It's a very good thing. That is why we have been agitating this for a very long time. But I have not actually seen any reason why the federal government cannot allow state police to be. In the US, there's state police. Even in England, they still have a bit of decentralized police force. So why has Nigeria refused to allow state police? Because if they do that, every governor will be in charge of his own police, and the police will be from among the people, and so there will be no hiding place for any criminal, whether the criminal is part of the community or a foreigner. They will always fish the person out immediately. I remember in those old good days where they have CIDs everywhere. CIDs will come into your community. They will join the people that are going to do farm work. They will join the people that are going to drink palmy at the palm wine joint. And then before you know it, they get a lot of security information. And then before you know it, they swing into action and criminals are brought out of their den. So, but all these days, the CIDs are in the police stations. They don't come out anymore. The so-called DSS are now like high-end paratrooper police. You can't see them easily. So the way things are, state police will actually solve the problem. So what Bode George is trying to say is pray for Tinubu, saying that God will help Tinubu. Okay, saying that God will help Tinubu, which is normal. You have to pray for your president. You have to pray for the government. But I tell you, the state we are in now is beyond prayer. We know what to do, and we are just not doing it because a lot of the politicians are feeding fat from the corruption and insecurity in the land. A lot of the politicians are feeding fat from it, and that is why if you really want to clean up this country, a lot of heads will roll because the corruption has gone to different areas and it's difficult now to do anything. I tell you, very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. So now, Bode George is advocating for state police, saying that Tinubu is, he's now the president of the biggest country in Africa, and because one of the hottest seats in Africa, or the hottest seat in Africa, because for every 10 Africans, 6 are Nigerians. That is his own numbering or statistics. I don't know whether it is true, but that's exactly what he's trying to say. So that actually puts Nigeria at a very, complex position of being ahead of other African nations. But the truth is that we are not making use of our population. We have a lot of human resources, human capital. But the human capital we have, we are leaving it to rot because we are not gainfully engaging our youths, we are not gainfully engaging our productive age groups, and that is causing us a lot of problems. And even with the resources we have, politicians, because of the level of their stealing, even young people don't want to work again. They want to do other things. We can imagine when kidnapping came, and it was a very serious thing. Now it has become a lucrative business that they are moving money from banks to banks, and banks cannot trace the money, and government cannot trace it. In fact, criminality has gotten to a point where government is not negotiating. Government is not negotiating. You can imagine in Kano State, they just called almost how many criminal heads for negotiation. Is that not bad? Quite an unfortunate situation we find ourselves in this country. I know that one day this insecurity will be resolved, but it's not going to resolve magically. Something must be done to get it resolved. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment on this Bode George statement.